guys, it's Mateo from iQuit-Smoking.com. I am back at Fort DeSoto Park in St. Petersburg, Florida on the Gulf of Mexico. Isn't this a cool background? It's like 11 in the morning and I've got the beach all to myself. It's a perfect 75, 80 degree day with no clouds. It just doesn't get better than this, folks. It just doesn't. So let's talk about people who refuse to quit smoking. People who just adamantly you think will just smoke for the rest of their lives and they're just never going to quit. I want to dig deep inside their thought process of why they actually think that they're going to smoke the rest of their lives. I'm genuinely curious as to why you would want to smoke for the rest of your life when it makes you feel physically ill all the time. And I genuinely want to know, why do you want to smoke for the rest of your life? Is it because you think smoking does something for you? It takes away your stress and anxiety and it makes you feel good? I mean, does it not give you physical symptoms at all? Like, I'm genuinely curious, because there's a lot of people that I think are just that type that would just, I'm never quitting. I'm going to smoke for the rest of my life and you can't tell me what to do. The guy I'm seeing is actually one of those people, ironically, very ironic that stuff like this happens in your life, that the guy that I'm seeing happens to be one of those chain-smoking guys that is just like, I'm never quitting, like, you can't tell me what to do. When we first started hanging out a couple years ago, he did want to quit smoking for me. He did want to, lead a better healthy lifestyle and do good things for me. And, he was at a point where he did want to quit for someone. It only lasted a day until he went back, but he did genuinely want to quit for me, so I do give him props for that. But then he started back up and then we broke up and he just started chain smoking, back to his regular self, and now I'm kind of talking to him again and he just smokes like a chimney. And I'll tell you one thing right here. I hadn't seen him in a year. It was almost a year since I had seen him, maybe like 9 months or so since I was in physical contact with him. And above this whole video and above, like not wanting to, quit for the rest of your life and all that, what I noticed about him after 1 year, and he was smoking the entire time, is that his voice was different. I immediately thought, when I first heard his voice a year later, I immediately thought that he was sick, but he wasn't sick at all. His voice had changed because of smoking. It was more raspy, it was less vocal, it was less loud, it was more like this. Not as drastic like that, but that was the one thing I noticed above and beyond anything else, is that his voice had changed over time because of smoking. And we hang out now and I just, I don't really talk about the smoking thing too much. I just let him be him, and he'll have no problem smoking 4 or 5 cigarettes at the bar while we're, at happy hour, while we're drinking 3 or 4 beers. I mean, that's the norm for him. And he's one of those guys where if you were like, you need to quit smoking, he'd be like, screw you, you can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do me and you do you and blah, 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 blah. So he's one of those people that I'm genuinely curious as to why you would want to smoke the rest of your life when your voice is already being shot by it. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, smoking is fun. Back in the day, smoking was a fun thing to do. But eventually, the physical symptoms of inhaling smoke 20 times a day or more over decades caught up with me. So even though I did enjoy smoking, I enjoyed the habit of it, the chest pains and the coughing and just the physical things made me realize that I just couldn't go on forever. I mean, even though I liked smoking, I wasn't that delusional. I had to quit. So to those who don't want to quit and are just gonna live the remaining years of your life a smoker, no matter how old you are, I ask you, do you just not feel any physical symptoms at all? I mean, do you not feel chest pains? Do you not cough? Do you not, I don't know, feel like crap all the time? Tired? Fatigue? Of course, there's always going to be that 80-year-old woman who smoked her whole life and she just drank and smoked till the end. There's always going to be an anomaly like that, but it's certainly not the majority. It's not the norm. 9 out of 10 people do want to quit. I don't know, maybe it's just a part of their facade as to why they keep smoking. Maybe they're just trying to portray, the tough guy, the biker, the rocker, or whoever they're trying to be. Maybe they feel that smoking is just a part of that lifestyle, a part of being that type of person, and therefore they don't have any interest in quitting. That could be it. Or I don't know, maybe they're just like a stubborn person and they're just negative all the time, and they don't want to do anything good for themselves because they just want to live in a world of negativity and complaining and about this and that in life. I mean, what can you do, really? Or maybe they don't feel any physical symptoms. I mean, I guess it's possible. I'm not like a scientist or a doctor. I can't tell you all the facts that there is about smoking. I can just tell you what I experienced in my life, but maybe someone that's been smoking for 30, 40 years still isn't that affected by it. I mean, it's possible. So maybe that's the 1 out of 10 people that don't want to quit. I don't know. I'm just curious as to why smokers, especially in 2017, would want to remain a smoker and be paying $6 a day or more, you know, like $10 a day for those who smoke a pack and a half? Why would you want to continue smoking and continue being an outcast in society and smelling like crap and feeling like crap? I would just think that at some point it has to catch up to you. It has to. Inhaling all that smoke for years and years and years, it just has to catch up with you. You have to eventually be smart enough and love yourself enough to want to quit. So let me know what you think, because I'm genuinely curious as to why someone would want to smoke the rest of their life when they know it's bad for you. That's it for today. I hope you all have an amazing day. I'm gonna enjoy the sun a little bit while I'm here before I go home. Take care, and I'll see you all next time.